my signed NCT 127 album from when I won the Mark Fan Sign. I spent, I think, about $400 or $500 to get that slot.
It is no secret that one of the fastest growing sectors of the K-pop industry is also the most wasteful. Merchandise, the ultimate expression of fan dedication. Yet, with the growth of this lucrative industry comes complex questions about consumerism among youths and its environmental impacts.
Could you give us an estimate of the total that you have spent on K-pop?
2.5k?
3 to 4K.
8 or 9K. The whole reason I bought a light stick was because I went to the concert, and that was the first concert after COVID that happened. And it was also the first time I saw my out group, which is NCT, like live and in front of me. The item that makes me remember the concert the most, like whenever I hold it, I can feel like I'm back there, how it felt to be surrounded by all the people who like the same people as me, and like it feels like we're very connected even though we don't know each other. For now, I think I'm kind of in this mindset where I just buy whatever makes me happy. And I think so long as I can afford it, then it's fine.
So back in 2015, I was still in secondary 3 and it was quite stressful for me. But then a girl group, G-Friend, they debuted and their music really hit me in some way. So I would say the most prized possession is the first album.
The merchandise industry is projected to reach $20 billion by 2031, with the average fan spending approximately $2,000. This sparks concerns as most youths rely on their parents' money to fund such purchases, leading to bad consumption habits and materialistic behaviors in the long run.
I think as much as I like to buy merchandise, I still know what are my priorities. So like, for example, I know a lot of people who like regularly skip meals just to be able to afford merchandise, but that's not the case for me. So I'm a group order manager on Telegram. So basically what I do is I bring in albums and merchandise from Korea for K-pop groups, and I resell them in Singapore, or I do pre-orders for other fans who want to get merchandise. I will earn from most of the group orders that I do, and also it's easier for me to get the merchandise as well for a cheaper price, because if I buy from someone else, they are going to be profiting off of me. So by hosting the group orders by myself, I can kind of earn a bit of money to like offset my purchases, and I also get like the items that I want.
I really didn't have the financial savviness, so I kind of just spend, then kind of ran out of money very quickly. However, as I grew up, as I started to limit myself, I only exclusively collect only a few photo cards, not every member because it's too expensive. I know a few friends that have bought at least 60, 70 albums at one shot because they want to join like the fan signs or the fan calls.
Through fan call events, fans can win an opportunity to video call their K-pop idols for 1 to 2 minutes. So, how does one enter the lucky draw?
Actually, one album equals to one entry, and many fans can buy as little as one and they can be lucky, or some can splurge and buy 100 albums.
I will very regularly see tweets about it on Twitter, like fans in Korea throwing away stacks and stacks of opened albums, and they just leave it by at the trash.
K-pop albums typically include a CD, poster, photo book, and a random photo card of any group member. They are made from a mix of plastic, paper, and fabric, which make them practically impossible to recycle. As for CDs, they are encased in non-biodegradable polycarbonate cases, ultimately contributing to landfill waste and other pollutants. Despite this, over 77 million K-pop CDs were sold in 2022, but only 5.7% of the buyers actually used the CDs to listen to music.
For example, now we have these QR code albums, which is basically just like a tiny little box instead of a full-on photo book with like hundreds of pages of photos.
As a K-pop fan, I don't think we think that deep into the environment. We only want to get the photo card.
I actually managed to sell most of my albums away, but for those that I didn't sell, like I had about 18 or 19 extra albums. I opened them to resell the photo cards away. Then for me, I do bullet journaling. I will rip out the albums to make like collages. And then for the remaining albums, I usually just give them away to people who want it. Initially, when I started collecting, my parents were very against it. It got better when I started my side business, yeah. Because I think they could understand that I was putting in the effort to make money for something that I really wanted. And I think they could see how passionate I was about it as well.
So I decided that, okay, I need to start like proper group orders so that I won't have to lose a lot of my personal pocket money.
Okay, so this was the banner event that we did for NCT Dreams concert in Singapore. And I did this project with my friends. And fun fact, when we gave them the banners and they held it up during the concert to take photos with us, and I cried in the standing pen.
I feel that many people find that sometimes it's embarrassing to like K-pop because not everyone reacts nicely to that. But personally, I feel it's the same as you liking a movie or you being very passionate about a book. It's the same thing, you know.
We also have to be understanding towards the fans that are like that, because maybe the idol or the group has played a really, really huge part in their lives. So you never really know how much like impact that idol has on the fans. So I feel like we shouldn't be so quick to judge. So I think it's really, really important to know your limit and always to keep track of your finances. But I think ultimately it brings me joy to see my photo cards and my collection. I think at the end of the day, that's what matters the most. Like the fact that it brings me happiness.
There's nothing to be embarrassed or ashamed about as long as you are passionate about it.